SummerSlam is 1 week from this Sunday. Hi, everybody. It's Oklahoma's own Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler. And, folks, it's been a while since we've seen our champ.
Yeah, what was he thinking? Getting himself suspended right before SummerSlam.
The board of directors made their call. They punished him for his appearance on SmackDown.
Oh, but it's okay for SmackDown to come here. What a crock.
Jim Ross here, and on behalf of me and Jerry the King Lawler, we welcome you to Raw Action live from Chicago.
The Raw superstars are going to blow the Windy City away tonight. I can't wait.
Neither can I, King, and I know these fans can't either. So let's get started. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution.
He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be! Not the FU! I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude.
Stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
One. No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of... Would you look at this? Both superstars can barely stand.
After a match like that, I'm not surprised.
I don't believe this. How can he possibly have anything left? You see that? That's how Raw protects their own.
I hope that's it for SmackDown's invasion.
Man, I can't wait for our match this week. Not only am I going to beat you at SummerSlam, I'm going to beat you the week before and kill your legend before it even gets started.
SummerSlam is only 6 days away. It's time to put down the barbecue, everybody. This is good old JR Jim Ross, alongside the Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And tonight's main event is a SummerSlam preview.
That's right, a non-title match between the champion and his challenger.
This is the last time these two superstars will meet before SummerSlam.
And if I were these guys, I'd pull out all the stops and put the hurt on in a big way.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not gonna... This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way. 3. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to notice how many times Cena's worn gold around his waist? Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be! Not the FU! I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall. Excellent counter. What ring presence. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think...
Look at the fans, JR! They know what's coming next!
They sure do, and there it is! The FU! What an impact! Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
He may get the 3 count here. 1, 2, 3.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR.
They want to keep going. Save something for SummerSlam, guys.
All this to get ugly in a hurry. Somebody's got to stop this.
How's that for someone? The chairman of the board.
I'm not thrilled with the way the 3 of you have been violating the brand separation, and I got some great business out of it. So, since SummerSlam is a cross-brand pay-per-view, I'm making the main event a triple threat match between the 3 of you for the championship. Oh, in that triple threat match, it's going to be a ladder match.
I don't want to see a SmackDown superstar win a Raw championship match, but that doesn't mean you can expect any help from me. I've worn that gold before, and I'm going to wear it again at SummerSlam.
The superstars of Raw and SmackDown bring you SummerSlam live on pay-per-view.
And there's no doubt in my mind that Raw's championship ladder match will steal the show.
It has been the talk of the sports entertainment world for weeks.
It sure beats anything SmackDown's done lately.
Tonight, 2 of Raw's best will prove why Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. Watch out! He reversed it! This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way. He's a slippery devil.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. It's all the same to you, King. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. Oh, man! That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
The game...
Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR. And I love to hear it.
He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath.
He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight.
These fans love confidence in their superstars, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match. Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time. This match is literally inches away from being over.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go. I think this is it, JR. That title's got to come down.
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as...
Oh my gosh! The title is within reach! I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of two of the greatest legends in this business. Instead, he...
Oh my! Looks like someone's been busted wide open. This can't be good.
You're right. It's not good. It's great! They're not holding anything back.
We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on each other, but this is too much.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud. Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King.
He's so close to victory, he can taste it. I've talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. There's not an ounce of quit in either superstar, but only one will remain on the ladder.
It's going to be a long way down for one of these two superstars. I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains as far as I'm concerned.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Whoever loses this fight might just lose the match. He's almost got the title.
He's going for the title.
They're really going after each other, JR. They're beating the heck out of each other, JR. Someone's going to take a tumble. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate.
My God, this could be it. The match could be over right here. You talk about the future. Look at the intensity of these two superstars trying to stay on the ladder. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. Oh, no! It looks like he's donned the proverbial crimson mask.
There's so much blood, the Red Cross ought to be sponsoring this one, JR.
I don't know if he's even going to be able to finish this match with a gusher like that. What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous. They haven't been going easy on each other in this match, JR, and I think it's really begun to take its toll.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right. The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. The prize is only inches away. Just a little further. He's literally inches from victory.
He's almost got it. I can't believe it. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a...
If his opponent doesn't do something quick, this one's over, JR.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think...
If you're the one to grab the title, you get to wear it home tonight.
Whoever wins this fight might just win the match. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in... I think he's about to take that title and this match. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after... Oh my God, look at the intensity of these superstars battling 15 feet above the ring. You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty...
If he can grab that title, he's going home with it.
Whoever loses this fight is going to take a heck of a fall, JR.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. He reversed it.
I'm not so sure this one's about winning.
A fist fight 15 feet in the air. This isn't going to be pretty. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come...
He's reaching for it. This could be it, JR. The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight. This is the moment of truth. Can he reach the title?
Only one of them's going to stay on that ladder, JR. Who's it going to be?
The title is within reach. Victory is within reach.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Mr. McMahon hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. I don't want to say that Mr. McMahon's cheap, JR, but I heard he won't even tip a canoe. So long, ref. Sweet dreams.
It's going to be a while before the referee gets up from that.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really?
Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn sure.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
If he grabs the title, this one's over.
Almost there. This could be it, JR. I think he's got it. Does he have it? Oh, boy. You might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know.
Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser. I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for...
What an incredible match.
And no matter how you feel about the champ, he was the better man tonight, without question.
I've got to admit, I honestly didn't expect things to go that way.
It was a completely unpredictable environment.
Absolutely. Raw versus SmackDown, head to head, in a match for the ages.
They'll be studying that one for years. They put on a clinic in there.
And now the question remains, where does a champ go from here?
He goes out celebrating, JR. Everything else can wait. This is his night.
Unforgiven is 1 month away. Hi, everybody, it's good old JR Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, the Hall of Famer, at ringside. And tonight, we've got a huge tag team match.
That's right. 4 potential championship contenders are going to butt heads here tonight on Raw.
This is their chance to impress the fans and our general manager.
And if these guys are serious about making a run at the championship, that's exactly what they have to do.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. It's like he read his opponent's mind. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it. Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt.
Knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
The Game and Flair are no strangers to championship gold. But Orton was younger than either one of them. And don't think he didn't let it go straight to his head either.
You always see the worst in people, JR. Why shouldn't Orton be proud of being the youngest world champion in WWE history? Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No! It can't be! Not the FU!
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2.
Kenny Doxter's first WWE appearance was with that all-male cheerleading squad, the Spirit Squad. Not that that's a bad thing. Yes?
Come on. I bet you thought about being a male cheerleader for O.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I can sit here and listen.
This is really getting personal for...
What the heck?
It's Bobby Lashley.
What's Lashley's problem? This is Raw, not ECW.
But look at the power. He caught him in midair.
Lashley's out of control. I can't look.
Don't do it. Don't do it. My God. Bobby Lashley just took out 4 of Raw's top superstars in a matter of seconds.